So let's start talking about your final project, that is the main component of your grade. So as I said to you multiple times, I find that working with fruit flies can be a great tool for teaching. And in this case, I want that we learn a lot doing actual research. And the idea is that at the end of this class, you will publish a small publication in an undergraduate research journal. Hopefully, this helps for your applications, for the different things that you want to do. Later in this class or at home, you can watch the lectures that I talk about the project that you have to develop. In one, you will study how cells change in apical cell area, and we will study whether increase in area they become bigger in a gradual way or they just display pulses, and we're going to talk about that. The other projects, they will study how tumors migrate, and you will see pieces of tumor that are breaking, and we want to verify if they are able to go and attach into another place and grow or not, and what are the evidence that we have in favor or against this hypothesis. In the first project, I hope that this can be submitted to an undergraduate journal called the Proceeding of Manitoba Undergraduate in Science of Engineer. The deadline for this one, I think, is in December, so I'm sure that we can send it there. This one, I was thinking that we can send it to the Canadian Journal of Undergraduate Research, and so later we will talk more about it while the class we are doing the research project. Now I'm going to show you the different components of the research project. One component will be the data collection. So you have until October 30 to collect your data and send it to me, and I will help you to collect it. I will also, the second checkpoint will be that you make your figures and start writing your results, and you will have until November 18, and I will be there to help you. And later, December 1, the idea is that the paper will be almost done, and you have to send me the analysis and the conclusions, and finally at the end you will have to submit the final report and also a video presentation, and this will be December 13. You can see all the things about your research project, so you can see some literature that I add there that you can read. You don't have to read everything. They are just tools for you to understand better the project, and for both projects. Here you have the assignments that you will have, the files where you can find the movies, the where you have to upload the data, where you have to upload the figures, the analysis, and also where you have to submit your final report. So if you want, you can give a look. Both show the same thing. So as I said here, you have useful information for the project. For example, here you will find 11 steps for writing a paper, very useful information. And here you find two PhD theses that you don't have to read completely, just in case that you have any doubt or that we talk something, we can watch it together, and you will know what we're talking about. Um, as I said before, there are different checkpoints. Here, each one you can send, you can upload when you're done. All the different checkpoints, the data collection, the figure, the analysis, the conclusions, and your final submission. To start a research project, you will have in the first lecture, As I said, this could be that you can watch this at home, and if you have any doubt when we meet together, you can let me know if you have any question. Here, the idea you will have, I will give you a few tools to use ImageJ, and the first thing that you will see if you go on this folder and you open it, you will see this video, and you can watch this at home, as I said. And in this video, you will see one of the experts on ImageJ giving you a great lecture, 20 minutes of what is ImageJ, and then you can take a very simple quiz about that. You don't have to write a summary of this video. Don't worry, there is no need of summary. Here I add some basic concepts that you can read about ImageJ so you know some of the key things about image. There is, for example, here I upload the ImageJ user guide. It's more than 150 pages. You don't have to read it. Just in case you have any question, you can go there, you can ask me, you can see a YouTube video. I just wanted to give you many sources of information. Here I record a small lecture for you to watch, and again there will be a small quiz, and you can just start moving into each one of the folders at home and watch them. The idea that I wanted to do is that independent if I get sick or not, because that happened in the beginning of in March that I got sick and I was not able to teach anymore. Now I record all the videos, so in case that I get sick or something happened to me, you can continue by yourself. And you don't need me, so all the lectures will be there. And if you have any doubt, I will be there to help you as much as possible. In this section here, research project, you can start reading about both projects. I just want that you have an idea of what the other group is doing. You're going to be in one of those groups and you can see what the other groups are doing. Here, what I did is, now that you know what is ImageJ, I create small video tutorials of very basic things for you to do your research project. Later, if you have any doubt, you can go and ask me. But the idea is that you watch this at home. They're very simple. So think like installing your ImageJ, working and installing it on Mac or on Windows. I have Windows, so if you have Mac, we will struggle a little bit with some of the things. I can help you and we can learn a lot. These are very simple things: to open a file, how to save a file, how to zoom in, how to make a scale bar, just very simple stuff, but they will be fundamental for you to start working with ImageJ. Later, when we meet, we can go through any of these questions that you have. And just want that you know why we use fruit flies to study cancer and why is that important and what are the advantages and disadvantages of doing that. So in some cases, I use some videos that I created, and in some cases I took some videos that could be very helpful. And again, those are very easy questions. Just when you watch the video, you can answer it. And if you have any doubt, just let me know. If I made a mistake in the quizzes, so just let me know and we can solve it. In this lecture, well, we already talked about cancer. Now I want that you know more about the sexcom rotation, and I created small video lectures with very simple quizzes. And then when you are done with this, of course, when you come or on Wednesday or on Friday, we can discuss a little bit about this if you have any doubts. And later on, we can just start focus on start writing your research project and start collecting data. Now I'm going to move to the other sections of your class.